visitor center and the old growth pine trail right here. So let's go for a hike. Here's a little monument to Major Edward E. Hartwick, engineer soldier to his country, blah blah blah, right there. And I think we're going to go off up that direction. That's the visitor center, I believe, up there. And right here we have the Hartwick Pines Visitor Center. This is kind of a map of the layout of the state park. We are right there. So the museum for the logging museum is up there. This is the old growth forest. Look, they have a nice little chapel in the woods, a picnic shelter, whatnot. So let's check it out. Pretty interesting. Nice little museum. Let's go take a walk on the trails. And here we go at the sign. The old growth logging trail and the logging museum are off that way. So let's check it out. Here we go. Again, kind of nice little doggy pouches. Take care of your dog. Old Growth Trail, Logging Museum, and Memorial Building off that direction. Nice in the shade. Nice and cool. Really nice trail. It's all blacktop. That's kind of nice. Makes for a very nice walk. Gorgeous. Look at all these trees. This is just wonderful. Little winding path through the old growth forest. Gives a little history about this old growth forest. Basically what happened was in 1893 there was kind of an economic panic, kind of like what we're going through right now, and it shut down the logging industry for a while. But back about 3 years later, 1896, they got logging again, and they actually moved north of here and just left this 86-acre parcel alone and logged farther north, so it kind of left this old growth forest here. And that's a rarity, because usually back in the day pretty much all this stuff was clear cut. So that's nice that you can run into a few of these old growth forests and see what nature really was like back in the day. Having all these trails blacktop makes it really kind of nice, especially for the people with wheelchairs. Makes it very easy for them to be able to enjoy this nature trail as well. pretty cool. Old growth trail that way. This is awesome. Look at over there. All this old timber. This is what the forest really used to look like. Just gorgeous. There are some big trees here. Just to give you a hint, I'm gonna walk up next to that tree right there. One of the largest trees that were in the Hartwick Pines area, in this area, and it has finally succumbed to the age. That's a big tree. The monarch. And we are at the site of the Civilian Conservation Corps, Camp Hartwick Pines 674, which was established from 1933 until 1942. The CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps. Pretty cool. And they actually have a replication, or what they call a memorial building, of probably what the logging camps used to look like, at least here back in the day. And there she is. Pretty cool. This is the Edward E. Hartwick Memorial Building. Doesn't appear that we can go inside, but we can at least look through the glass here. So here you got like the big fireplace, tables. Big log bench, that's cool. Just took a great big old pine log, turned it into a nice bench. That's pretty neat. Here's another open area. This building is probably available for rent, if you wanted to rent it for a party or whatnot. They do actually have a chapel here, so you might be able to rent this for like having the reception, wedding reception after the wedding. There you go. And Edward Hartwick was killed during World War I in 1918. And Karen, that was his wife. And there were their family right down there. Mr. Hartwick himself, Karen, who donated the property, and the family. Right here we have a nice picnic area. Over there, goes on around. We have a bathhouse back up there. And it looks like the trail continues on up that way. So let's check the trail out. And right here, we have the restroom and picnic pavilion right up there. This is kind of handy. A nice fireplace back in the corner. Wood store. Rules: stay on the trail. No bikes. No picnicking or collecting. So, we'll stay on the trail. Okay, here's a cool little find. Chapel in the Pines. Right up there. Let's check it out. Little wedding chapel made totally out of pine logs. Got nice fieldstone steps at the front of the chapel. Let's see what's inside, if we can get inside. Oh yeah. Hopefully it's not too dark. Oh yeah, there's your little altar area. And then we have the Nature's Prayer. Pretty neat. Nature's Prayer. And then you got the pews right there, right there. Pretty neat. Very cool. Well, let's move on. Oh, hey, looks like we're coming up to the Logging Museum. Let's check this out. Then we got a sleigh with some logs and a crane on a sleigh. A log roller over there. The Logging Museum. Let's check it out. This would be a replica of what it used to be like inside a logging camp. This would be the dining area. Over here, basically, would be your mercantile, where you could buy stuff. And this is typically how they would obviously set up their tables for all the loggers when they come in and get ready to go out. It's kind of cool. I got donuts up on the shelf there, some apple pies cooling. And there's the kitchen, the old wood stove. Take care of those hungry loggers when they're getting ready to head out into the woods and coming back for the evening. This is a chart room where they're going to log that following next day. Do their surveying. Here's a picture that shows a bunch of the logging camp buildings. And here's some of the loggers in the wintertime. And here would be your storeroom for the cook. A lot of Dutch ovens, like mine. Here's a representation of the bunk room, where they would hang out at night. The rack, as they call it. Not much of a bed. No inner springs there. Kind of neat. The old wool blanket. That was the lumberjack's personal area. And this one here liked to draw. Pretty cool. There's a sled for hauling some smaller logs out. And we have a snow roller here. This is how they would compact the snow for the sleds as they were out there. Just hook that up to a team of horses, get on top, and just follow the trail. Pack down that snow. CCC. Looks like during some times of the year they actually have some things going on, like blacksmithing right here, log cutting and whatnot, all right there. And they've got a big area over here enclosed, which is a mock-up of a sawmill. Big old steam engine. Looks like a train, but it's a tractor. This is definitely a mock-up of a sawmill. So they actually use those steam tractors to power their steam-powered saws too. Well, that about wraps it up for the logging museum. So let's head back to the nature center, get in the rig, and head home. Well, we are now back to where we started from, the old growth trail. We headed that way when we first got here. Visitor center, that way, up there. Kind of a pretty cool experience, I think. Checking out the old growth trail and everything. Looking at the lumberjack museum. That was pretty cool. And all the old implements that they used of the day. Yeah. I think this is really a nice little foot trail. And actually, I think as a park, I would highly recommend checking out Hartwick Pines State Park. Usually it costs about $35 a night. At least that's what it is at the time that I made this video. So yeah, 35 bucks a night. They got a nice museum area, very nice walking trails. It's just a nice park all the way around. Highly recommend it. Well guys, that about wraps it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like and the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so I can let you know when I upload new videos. Also, if you have any comments or questions about this particular video, please leave them down below in the comments and I'll try to get back and answer them for you as best as I can. But other than that, this is Greg with the G. Bacher Adventure Chronicles, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and happy camping, guys. Bye-bye.